So let me guess, you've been doing this for a little while, you got a few monos, a couple BRF grows under your belt, and you're ready to step things up to the next level. You want a full tent that you could walk into with the perfect RH, the perfect light, racks. You want to just throw your colonized tubs in there and get going. You really want to bring things to the next level. I guarantee I've probably heard this thousands and thousands of times since I started this, and if I had a nickel for every single time I heard it, I'd have a lot of nickels. But the good news is I'm ready to give it to you guys. I can't wait to do it. Today we're going to be starting our journey to our complete walk-in Myco tent. Let's go.
Dripping on acid in the hotel lobby. Everything moving hella fast, Ricky Bobby. Floating in the ethers. Listen to the ethers, you can probably tell the future. Superhuman man.
What's going on, Trip Team? First of all, I want to welcome you guys back to a brand new video. Now, if this is your first time ever seeing one of my videos, welcome to the Trip Team family. I think you guys found a home. You guys are going to love it here. We have a great community. And if you enjoyed this video helped you out, just take 2 seconds, go down below, hit the subscribe button and the bell off to the side. That way you guys are notified when I drop a new video. Also, I get so many messages every single day, hundreds and hundreds of messages on different platforms, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, email, Patreon. I get bombarded with messages. There's no way in the world I could ever personally respond to every single message I get. I would love to, but there just isn't enough hours in the day. So the easiest way to relate to me, if you guys are enjoying the content, you guys want this to keep going, is to drop a comment and hit that like button. Seriously, because I look at the likes. The more likes a video has, that means I know you guys are engaged and you guys want more of this content. So if you guys want to try to get it across to me, keep giving it to us, or don't keep giving it to us, just hit the like or the dislike. That's the easiest way to convey that to me. And as always, right here is all my social media. This is my official social media. So if you guys want to go follow me on Instagram or Patreon, get exclusive content, talk to me one-on-one, get a Skype call, get one-on-one help with your grow or your extraction or anything like that, you guys could go over there. Patreon is the easiest way to get in touch with me, but I also try to respond to the first few comments when I put up an Instagram post or something like that. Speaking about that, I'm pretty up to date with videos. So I recently released the video with the automated monotub. I'm doing the giveaway. Don't worry, guys. I just didn't have time because of all the stuff that's going on in the news. You know, there's been a lot of craziness that actually happened right next to the studio. So I'm planning on doing that. Just keep an eye out on my Instagram. I'm going to put a post up saying, you know, automated monotub giveaway. And if you guys want that, you guys could just comment your YouTube username down below on that post. And we're going to pick a winner very, very soon. With all that said, we're going to be getting into a really good series here. So we're going to have to do this in parts because we have to be detailed and we have to go over things. So we're going to cover one thing at a time and we're going to try to wrap it up in 3 or 4 videos, you know, beginning to end. When we're going over each individual piece, we have to be detailed so that you guys don't screw up. If you're investing in something like we're going to be doing here, like a 5x5 fully, you know, walk-in tent where you guys will have racks and be able to put your trays and all that stuff, then you guys really want to know what you're doing so you have the perfect setup. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a full 5x5 tent. You guys will be able to keep many, many trays in there fruiting at the same time if you guys want. Or you guys could just do one run of one certain type, put 1 tray, put 20 trays. It's really up to you. The best part about having a tent, other than you're able to control the entire environment, is that you got separation. So it's its own contained unit. You don't have to worry about no more monos. You don't need to worry about no more shotgun fruiting chambers, nothing. You just buy the trays that you guys like and the entire tent is your fruiting chamber. So it's gonna work really good for you guys that are really trying to step things up. Like I said, we'll do it in a couple different parts, and today we're gonna be talking about humidity. So we're going to be talking about how we're going to keep the humidity at the perfect level inside of our tent. So today we're going to be building a humidifier. Now this just isn't any humidifier. This is a humidifier for a 5x5 tent that needs an RH of 90 plus at all times. So this is going to be a behemoth beast of a humidifier. Now the humidifier that we're going to build is going to be an external humidifier. So the humidifier itself actually isn't going to be in the tent. It's going to be feeding humidity into the tent, keeping that humidity exactly where it needs to be. Now, some people like to keep their humidifier inside the tent. Me, I don't like that. I want every square inch for fruiting. As you guys know, surface area equals yield. So it's very important you guys try to utilize the space the best you can. So what I like to do is have my humidifier feed humidity into the tent. But just in case you guys do want to do that, I'm also going to explain to you how you could do that if you wanted to put it inside the tent. It's really up to you. But with that said, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about what you're going to need to build your humidifier for your walk-in grow tent. The first thing you need to do is select your bin. So this bin is gonna be the humidifier itself. So this is a 76 quart Sterilite bin, and as you guys can see, it's a colored bin. It's not a clear bin. So this is what would be called an industrial or heavy duty Sterilite bin. There's also other brands like Hefty and other ones that you guys could purchase if you guys prefer. The most important thing is that it's colored. You guys want a black base and a colored lid. So we got the black base with the yellow lid. Very, very important. Since there's gonna be water inside here and this water is gonna be sitting in here for days at a time, you guys want it colored, because if any light gets through, what's gonna happen is it's gonna start to create algae, which is the green stuff you see floating on water. Now that algae is no bueno. You guys don't want that getting pushed into your tent. So you guys want to use a bin that's colored, because that's going to prevent light from entering the tub, creating algae. Same thing with hydroponics. If you guys ever used hydroponics, you guys know you needed to use dark colored buckets or dark colored bins to prevent algae from growing. You don't want your water turning green. You don't want that stuff pushing into the tent. So you guys want to use a colored bin and a colored lid to prevent light from getting inside. Now, another thing you want to look for when you're purchasing your bin is that the lid is relatively flat. Some of them out there have diamond patterns or square patterns. You guys want to try to avoid that, because we need to cut into it, and them patterns are gonna throw our cuts off. So you guys want to try to get a flat lid if you guys could. But that's pretty much it. When it comes to your tub, you guys could go slightly smaller or slightly larger, but around 70 to 80 quarts is the average, and that works really well. The reason is you don't want to be filling it up all the time, and you don't want water sitting in there too long. You want to try to keep a consistent flow of refill. You guys don't want water sitting in there for 3 weeks or a month. You guys want to try to be filling it up every few days or every week at the minimum. And of course, if you guys go too small, you're going to be filling it up frequently, which is just going to create a hassle and unnecessary work that you guys really don't want. So 70 to 80 quarts is going to work perfectly fine for you. Now, after you guys have your bin all picked out, now we need to move on to the really important piece. I mean, this is the piece that's going to bring your humidifier to life. You guys need to pick out your ultrasonic mister. So this one right here is a 6-head ultrasonic mister, and this works perfectly fine for anything up to 80 quarts. Now, if you guys want to go larger, you guys might want to go with a 10-head ultrasonic mister, or even larger. They go up, you know, to crazy numbers. But like a 10 or a 12 head will work good for you. If you guys want to get into that 100-quart bin area, then that's what you guys want to look at. Now, if you guys go to a smaller bin, you guys could still use a 6-head ultrasonic mister, but you guys could save a little bit of money and go even with less heads. So you guys could go with a 4-head or a 3-head. It's really up to you guys. The more heads on the ultrasonic mister, the more powerful, the more mist, the more humidity it's gonna produce. Now, when you guys do go to get your ultrasonic mister, you'll realize very fast that there's many different brands, there's many different price points, you know, depending on how many heads it has, who makes it, where's it coming from. But the one thing you want to pay attention to is that it comes with the power supply. I realize that a lot of these companies that sell the ultrasonic misters sell them separate from the power supply. So the one I'm using for this one right here, I'll put a link in the description. We got it on Amazon. I think it was about $60, $70, and it came with the power supply. So for a 6-head ultrasonic mister with the power supply for that price, that's really, really good. You guys could shop around, but that's a really good price point. The next thing you're gonna need is some ducting. Now this is metal ducting. This is the same exact thing you would use to run from your dryer to the wall. the exhaust. You guys don't need more than 2 feet if you guys are planning on having your humidifier outside the tent externally, because you don't want to place it too far away from your tent, because then the ultrasonic mister is gonna get weaker and weaker the further you move it away from your tent. So it's not gonna produce as much RH or as much humidity. So you want to try to keep it close to your tent. When you guys do buy your ducting, make sure you splurge a little bit and get the heavier duty one. You guys don't want that cheap stuff. There's one that's like aluminum foil and it's crap. It's absolutely horrible. Spend a little bit more money and get the better one like we have right here. This one came from Walmart. We actually went into the store and picked it up ourselves, and it was like $3 or $4. You're also gonna need some silicone. Now, I use clear silicone just because aesthetically it looks so much better once it's dry. You guys don't see different colors on whatever you guys are using it for. But if you guys wanted to get red, black, blue, or some other color silicone, that's perfectly fine, as long as it's 100% waterproof and it's mold resistant, just like this one right here. Once you guys have all that, you guys have all the components you need to build your humidifier. Now you will need a couple tools. I'm gonna be using a jigsaw in this video right here, but if you guys don't have a jigsaw, you guys could cut your vent hole with a box cutter, a sharp knife, or if you guys wanna get, a hacksaw or something like that, it will work perfectly fine. I'm gonna be using a jigsaw just because it makes things a lot easier. So once you guys have all that, we can move on to building our RH unit or our humidifier. So the first thing you need to do is figure out where the ducting or the vent is gonna go on your lid. So remove the lid from the bin and just put the bin off to the side for right now. Now, when you guys are trying to figure out placement, it's really, really simple. I like to put mine further towards the edge of the lid, but if you guys wanted to put it in the middle or you wanted to put it in the corner, that's perfectly fine. You could pretty much put it wherever you want. This will also come in handy if you guys do want to put it in the tent, because you'll be able to angle the flow of RH. So if you guys don't want it just spilling out, filling up RH all over the place, and you want to direct it so that the RH goes out in one area and spreads out from there, this is gonna work really good. So once you guys figure out exactly where you want to place it, what you want to do is you want to take a Sharpie and you want to outline it just like this. Try to be as precise as possible so we can get a really snug fit. Now, as you guys can see, I like to flip my lid over and do my outline from the bottom side, just in case I make any marks or anything like that. You can't see it externally. I'm really big on aesthetics. I want it to look good because it's gonna be outside of the tent. This is also why I said you don't want to use one of them diamond cut lids or one of them lids with really intricate small designs on them, is because when you guys go to trace the duct, it's gonna be really difficult to get a perfect circle and also to cut it. Now, once you guys have it outlined perfectly, you guys are all set. Just put the ducting off to the side for right now. And what you wanna do is get your hacksaw or your jigsaw or whatever you guys are gonna be using, and you wanna cut that out. Cut out what you just outlined. So as you guys could see, I cut it out, but we still are a little rough around the edges. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a razor blade and I'm just gonna go around it really easy, cleaning up all the frayed pieces of plastic to make it look better, but also so that when we put our ducting in there and we put our silicone, we'll get a much better seal if we clean all that up. As you guys could see, I cleaned it up and it looks a lot better, and our ducting fits in there perfectly. Now what you wanna do is you wanna take your ducting and you wanna use the same exact side that you traced out. So you wanna stick it through all the way down so that it looks exactly like this right here. As you guys could see, I'm using a stainless steel table and I'm using a couple colonized quart jars just because I have them on hand. I have a bunch of them just to hold it in place while I get this part done. But if you guys got a workbench or something like that, it will work even better. I'm kind of improvising. Now, once you guys have your ducting placed exactly where you want it and as far down as it can go, now you guys need a silicone around the top and around the bottom. Be generous with the silicone. You guys want to make sure you have a nice seal so that it's airtight, so that way when it does create mist and vapors and RH, that it's going to go through your ducting and not start escaping from all over. If you guys lay it on really thick, you guys could take something like a business card or some type of, rewards card or something like that and just go around it and flatten it out and make it look even better. If you get a little bit on the lid, don't freak out. After it solidifies and it cures, you guys could just take it off really easy by rubbing it and it will come right off, or it will just peel off. Once you guys have both sides sealed up with the silicone, now you need to wait and let it cure. Now, depending on what type of silicone you got, the curing time is gonna be different. So just read the directions. I'm gonna give it 24 hours to fully cure, and then we'll come back. So it's been about 24 hours and our silicone has fully solidified. It looks really good, it looks really clean. And now we're ready to move on to the bottom half of our bin. So you can put the lid off to the side for right now, and all you need is the bottom part. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna fill your bin up with water. Now, you don't want to fill it all the way up. You don't need that much water. What I like to do is I like to put about 4 to 5 inches of water in there. As you guys can see, I got about 4 inches in there right now. But if you guys wanted to add a little bit more, that's perfectly fine. But you don't want to overfill it. Now, once you guys have your water in there, now you guys need to take your ultrasonic mister out of the packaging, and you'll notice that the power supply, if you got the same exact one, has this plastic wrap on it. You guys want to remove that right away. Do not turn on your ultrasonic mister if this plastic is still around the power supply. It will end up melting. The first thing you want to do is you want to place your ultrasonic mister into the water and let it sink to the bottom if it has any buoyancy at all. It should sink right away. Then what you want to do is you want to plug it into the wall, and your ultrasonic mister should turn on right away, creating a lot of mist. As you guys could see, immediately it started creating a lot of mist. Now what you want to do is you want to take your lid and you want to place your lid on. Now I'm using a bin that locks on each end, which creates a better seal. But if you guys don't have a bin that locks, don't worry about it. Just put it down as best as you could to try to get the best seal you possibly can. Now, like I said, this vent hole will be running to one of our ports on our tent. So that will be the port that's pushing in all the humidity from our humidifier. But if you guys didn't want to add a vent and you want to put the humidifier directly into the tent, say in one of the corners or in the middle, wherever you guys want to put it, you guys could just put it in there without a lid, or you guys could put the lid on and drill some 1/4 inch holes all the way around the bin, say about 6 inches up or 7 inches up, whatever is going to be an inch or two higher than your water level, and the mist will spill out of them holes. Now, just to demonstrate, I have a hydrometer thermometer that I'm just gonna hold next to our vent so we could see in real time the RH go up. And as you guys can see, it goes up immediately, and the longer it's on, the longer it's running, the higher the RH will go up. Right now, you can't really see much mist coming out of our ducting, but the longer we let it run and the longer it builds up, you guys will start to see it come out just like this. And that's pretty much how you make a monster humidifier if you guys want to have a walk-in grow tent. So this is just part 1 of this series. Like I said, there's going to be a couple parts beginning to end. We was covering RH today, and then next time we're going to cover the tent, racks, and lighting. And then we're going to cover a couple other things that you need. I'm going to try to put the whole series into 3 or 4 videos, including this one, because I know you guys don't want to sit and watch a 3 or 4 hour video, but that's how long it would take if we was running through everything beginning to end. So I'm going to break it up for you guys. So if you guys want to follow along, you guys could start making your humidifier, and then next time around we're going to get onto our racks, tent, and lights, and then we'll move on to some other things. Now, if you guys are wondering, the Much Love sweater or the Much Love crew neck, we also got the Much Love hoodie and things like that. You guys can support the channel by going down below, clicking the link so you guys could purchase a t-shirt or a hoodie or something like that. This one's brand new. I'm also going to be doing a tie-dye line, so if you guys are interested in that, you guys can support the channel by doing that or going to Patreon. As you guys know, much of our videos can't be monetized, so it's really you guys that support the videos and keep them coming. I want to thank you guys for all your love and support, everything you guys do, because I know you could be anywhere else, but you guys are here with me, supporting me, watching my videos, and I can't thank you guys enough. I'm humbled because without you guys, there is no me, and I absolutely love you. I'm Willy Myco. Do good, be good, live good. Namaste.